Hello, and welcome back to Make Your Comic Today, a week-by-week catalog of my journey to create a webcomic, and maybe yours too. Or at least I tried to create something. Finding time to work on your projects is hard enough as you get older, but adding on 1,000 other things is never a good idea. This week was not one for the creative arts. I found little time to dedicate to any of my work while a friend's dog stayed over for a few days. Don't get me wrong, I love animals and was more than happy to help them, but I forgot how much time a new pet required, even if he wasn't really mine. By the time he went home, I made the gruesome discovery that my arm was injured. Yay, so there went a whole week of progress. In the form of physical art, that is. In between the hassle, I did manage to scrape together the start to the webcomic thumbnails. With the opening now complete, our story opens in a small office where Clay is reprimanded for his recent heroic efforts. This is also where we meet Pearl Carter. At first, I planned to have her be a private detective who spends most of her everyday life trying to reveal the identity of infamous bad guys, including Ivar. This, however, while I do enjoy the concept, does leave more questions than answers, like why would Pearl be here? Originally, she was designed as deputy of police. The difference here would be her role and how it would be approached in the story. As a detective, she is also an outcast in her own right, trying to make her way in the world of Hope Harbor, much like the rest of our cast. As deputy, she'd already have this authority, but could be still a great way to showcase the struggle she has with control, both inside herself and those around her. What do you think? In regards to mini-comics, let's talk about Mermaid's debut. While I was unable to do more than line art for a few pages this week, I believe what kept me was not my lack of time or my sore arm, but the task of drawing the interior of a store. If it's one thing a comic teaches you, it's how to draw new and strange things you wouldn't otherwise be drawing. Also, huge thanks to my sister for this one. She helped me come up with most, if not all, the jokes, and I do truly believe Mermaid wouldn't be who she is today without her. I'm not so good with writing the sarcastic types. Something to work on in the future, I suppose. Thank you so much for watching. Even if we didn't get a lot done this week, every day can't be expected to be some big improvement. With storytelling, it's more likely than not going to be a constant series of ups and downs. Some days you won't be able to write, and others you might just have a rough sketch. But hey, I'm thankful for what I could do in this small amount of time, even if it is just a bunch of thumbnails and a bit of line art. If you've been enjoying this series, please consider subscribing, and tell me a bit about what you achieved this week in your story. As always, keep making stories, and I'll see you in week 4.